Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you the best Decidueye build on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for raids. I'm guessing most of you have this Pokemon by now. If not, you can get it this weekend on the 24th if you missed out on the weekend just gone. So we're going to be needing the grass type tera. It comes with a flying type tera, so let me show you where to actually change tera. All you've got to do is come over to Medali East right here on the map, and then come in this direction, jump over this little thing here, and we'll be going inside this restaurant. Just go up to the top and speak to the chef behind the counter, and for 50 shards he will turn your Pokemon into a certain tera. So you want to change it into a grass type tera. So now that you have your grass type tera, we're going to need the metronome, which is going to be our item. What this does is, say we attack with Leaf Blade, that damage will do 100% damage on base. If we attack again twice in a row with it, it will go to 120%, and it'll go up in 20% until it reaches 200% at the maximum, and if it's interrupted, it'll restart. Let me show you where to get it. So coming over to the right side of the map, you want to fly over to Levincia North. Once you've made your way over here, I want you to head to the Delibird shop, which is right over here. And then you're going to be clicking battle items, scrolling down a little bit, and you can buy it for 15,000 Pokedollars. Okay, so I want you to buy that and equip it to your Decidueye. And then we're going to be turning right when we come out the shop and go into that black and green shop right over there. It's the Chansey Supply Shop. And we're actually going to be doing a special build, not a physical build, even though it has better physical attack. And Leaf Blade is probably going to be its most damaging type move as far as grass type goes. But we're going to do a special build anyway because it's just going to be better. So you're going to want to buy yourself a Modest Mint for 20,000. This will increase your special attack and reduce your attack. So as you can see there, up in special attack, down in attack. As far as EVs go, you want max special attack and max HP, and you can put the rest into defense. If you don't know how to increase your EVs, just go back in the Chansey Supply Shop, and it'll be these items right here. You're going to need 26 HP ups and 26 calciums, and if you chose to put the rest into defense, you'll need one iron. This will cost you either 520,000 or 530,000, depending if you put the extra points into defense. So now that we've got our EVs sorted, I'm going to move on to our IVs. Now, if this Pokemon is the one you got out the raid, it should have max IVs on everything. If it's not and you've bred it, let's say you've bred for a shiny or something like that, then it won't have max IVs. You'll need to buy bottle caps. It most likely won't anyway. So to check this, just go in your main menu, click on boxes, hover over your Decidueye, click the plus button until you get to this screen on the right. As you can see, mine all say best. If they don't say best or hyper trained, then it's not got max IVs. We're going to need max IVs on everything except attack. To get your max IVs up, just visit any Delibird shop, and then we're going to be clicking general goods, and the bottle cap for 20,000 Pokedollars. You get one max IV per bottle cap, so the maximum you'll need is 5, so that'll cost you 100,000 at the very maximum. So after you've got your bottle caps, come over to Montenevro, and then we're going to be coming to the back and speaking to the person with the Abomasnow. He will hyper train your Pokemon. So you will click on your Decidueye, click your bottle caps. Now, because I'm best in everything, it won't let me go into this screen, so I've used Noivern as an example. So you will click HP, Defense, Special Attack, Special Defense and Speed, and then you will click Start the Training. Now, as for our ability, if you have bred, then you might have the normal ability, which will be Overgrow. If you're using the raid one, then you will have the hidden ability, and you will need to use an ability patch to get this ability. But what this does is when you go a third or below HP, so if you go 120 or lower in health, you get a 50% boost to all your grass type moves. It's very strong in this build. But if you want to save your ability patches to something for something else, then that's totally understandable. You do get one with the raid. So our moveset is going to be Giga Drain, Feather Dance, Synthesis, and Nasty Plot. So Giga Drain is going to be our main attacking move, our only attacking move, and it's going to do a lot of damage. And it's going to heal us for half the damage. So that's going to be a very strong move. It's going to keep us alive all raid. So our second move is going to be Feather Dance. It's going to lower their attack stat by 2 stages. We are better in special defense than we are in defense. We have 75 defense and 100 special defense. So our special defense is very strong. So we have a Feather Dance to reduce that attack by 2 stages. Our third move is going to be Synthesis. And this is going to regain 50% of our total HP. If we're setting up at the start and they get a bad crit or something like that, or just do a lot of damage, then we can heal up and then carry on setting up. And then after we've set up, we can use Giga Drain to get our health back. Our fourth move will be Nasty Plot. This will increase our special attack by 2 stages, and this will allow us to do a ton of damage with Giga Drain. Now, let's say you get in a bad pinch while you're attacking. Overgrow will kick in and make Giga Drain 50% more powerful, and you'll regain a lot more health because of that. That, along with the actual metronome, which keeps stacking and making Giga Drain more powerful move after move anyway, along with our Tera 3 turns after we attack. It's just a really strong build just in general. It's going to be unstoppable. So we learn Synthesis, Nasty Plot, and Feather Dance through level up, so you don't need to worry about these. But Giga Drain, however, we will need to get a TM for it. If you don't know where to get TMs, just come to the Pokemon Center. It'll be the green section. Go to the grass section. Go to TM number 111. It'll be that one. 8,000 LP, 5 Capsicid Seeds, 3 Hoppip leaves, and 3 Skiddo leaves. So I'm going to show you where to get all these right now. So what you want to do is come to the bottom left corner of the map around here. We're going to be heading right there where that marker is, so put a marker there and head to Cortondo West. So you're going to be heading up this path right here. Now, as soon as you get to the green part, they will start to spawn. So just slow down when you get to this green section and keep an eye out. So we're going to take out the Skiddos here. That will get us our Skiddo leaves, and then we're going to take out the Capsikids, which you can find here also. Now, to get our Hoppips, we're going to be coming to the Pocopath Lighthouse, and then we're going to be turning right and coming down this bridge right here. On the way to the bridge, you can actually find Hoppips. So just take them out and you will get your Hoppip leaves. If you don't find one on the way to the bridge, as soon as you get past the bridge, turn right and head in this direction. There should be quite a lot around here as well. As you can see, there's one right next to the tree right there. And now we have all of our moves and we've gone over the full build. So let's get into some raids. So we found our first 5-star raid. It's a ground type Mudsdale. Let's begin. So turn 1, I'm going to use Feather Dance because it's a physical attacker. It's going to use Heavy Slam. It won't do any damage. And now we're going to start to set up. So we're going to use Nasty Plot on the first turn. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. You can use 1 Nasty Plot and then go in for the attacks and play the long game, or you can use 3 Nasty Plots, an attack cheer, and then try to one-shot. We got a really good matchup here because we're against a physical attacker, so I'm going to try and go for the one-shot. I will try to show you both ways in this video. So we're going to do an attack cheer now that we've done our 3 Nasty Plots. And if the Mudsdale was to get us to a 3rd or lower health within me setting up, it would do even more damage. Now it's just use Iron Defense, so we won't actually one-shot here, which is unfortunate. But we're going to use Giga Drain anyway. It has the tiniest little bit of health left. We did get a crit, fortunately. And we go back to full health. It uses high horsepower. It's not going to do much. It's still under the effects of Feather Dance, which has carried us through this raid. Its shield goes up. It removes negative effects from itself, nullifies all our stats. Doesn't matter at this point though, because we're guaranteed to win this. We didn't even need to attack. The other Pokemon on our team finished it off. Something's just come to mind. Iron Defense. We're not a physical attacker, so that wouldn't have made a difference anyway. I still had in my mind when I was testing out the Leaf Blade build for this, which would just be changing Giga Drain for Leaf Blade and changing Nasty Plot for Swords Dance, if that's what you want to do. With that said, let's move on to the second raid. So we found our second 5-star raid. It's going to be a water type Hippowdon. Let's see how it goes. So the Hippowdon's ability activates and the Sandstorm is up. We're going to use Feather Dance on our first turn again. It's a similar opponent. Physical attacker, really bulky, but only physically defensively bulky. It's going to use Yawn. I forgot it did have Yawn though. So we're going to use Nasty Plot. Get that special attack to +2. It's going to use Rock Slide, but it's going to miss. So we're going to heal up, get rid of that sleep. So we heal up to full health, get rid of that sleep. Hopefully it doesn't insta-yawn us and it uses Rock Slide again or something. So it's going to use Earthquake, that's amazing. 13 damage because of the Feather Dance. We do take some damage because of the Sandstorm. And this time we're just going to use Giga Drain over and over and over again. After 1 Nasty Plot, not after 3. Hopefully it doesn't use Yawn. It does use Yawn, so we have 1 more attack. It steals some of our Terra Charge, that's unfortunate. Going to make that raid a little bit longer. This raid's going to be drawn out as it is because of the Yawn. We use Giga Drain, do some damage to the shield, get some health back. It removes negative effects from itself, so now it's not affected by Feather Dance. It's doing a bit more damage. And our item is pretty much useless in this raid as well, so we can't stack that. So overall, it's cutting our damage by a lot. It uses Earthquake on us, not very effective, only does about 40 damage. We're going to use Giga Drain again, doing a bit of damage to the shield, as you can see. Actually quite a bit of damage to the shield, considering we're only on +2. It's going to use Yawn, of course. And then it nullifies all stat changes on our side. I'm going to use Giga Drain. I'm now asleep. I'm going to heal up. This will get rid of that sleep and heal us up a little bit. It's going to attack us with Rock Slide. Doesn't do much though. Now we're going to Terrestrialize and use Giga Drain. I don't want to set up because I'll probably just go sleep again and I don't have another heal. We use Giga Drain to break that shield, and then the stockpile activates because it's on low health. And then we're going to use Giga Drain again to finish it off. That was very infuriating, all the yawns. There's nothing worse than facing a raid opponent who just yawns all raid without fail. But that's the second raid over with. Let's get on to the third one. For our third raid, we have a 5-star Rock-type Luxray. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to start off with a Feather Dance because I'm pretty sure that Luxray has Crunch. And that could be pretty bad for us because we are a Ghost type as well as a Grass type. It's going to start off with a Thunder Wave. Pretty much expected that. So it does use Crunch on its second turn, but it's not doing much damage as you can see. And we're going to use Nasty Plot. Increase that special attack by 2 stages. I never noticed that Decidueye has a very shiny head. So it's going to use Crunch again. It did reduce our defense that time. We're paralyzed, we can't move. And now Luxray uses Electric Terrain. So it might actually use Wild Charge here. Oh, it uses Discharge, that's going to do nothing. We use Giga Drain, we managed to hit that time. This will get us back to full health. And then it uses Leer, which means that it's all even now. It's reduced our defense twice, we've reduced its attack twice. If it does remove negative effects from itself though, we could be in trouble. It's going to use Discharge again. It's going to do no damage and we can't get paralyzed. We hit our Giga Drain with a 20% boost from Metronome. Now I didn't expect to actually get much boost from Metronome this fight because if you get paralyzed then it counts as interrupting it and it goes back to 0% boost. So it removes negative effects from itself and nullifies all our stats. And now it's going to use Discharge again. Amazing. As long as it's not using Crunch, I'm fine. We are paralyzed though and can't move. It uses Electric Terrain, so we both wasted a turn there. I'm going to heal up on this one because I don't think it can kill me in 2 shots. And if we heal up here, it will probably try and paralyze us. And we can guarantee an attack, which will hopefully get us our Terrestrialize. It's going to use Wild Charge. So now we can Giga Drain. Does a bit of damage to the shield. And it will heal us back to full health. And then it's going to use Thunder Wave. Then it's going to use Wild Charge, but it does even less this time because that Electric Terrain isn't there. We're going to use Giga Drain again. This will get rid of that actual shield. We really don't like these paralyzed shenanigans. I think I've been paralyzed 3 times this time. We don't need to actually Terrestrialize to beat it. We can just attack and get it over with. So that's the Luxray down. I was starting to like Luxray, but now I don't like it anymore again. Paralyzing me all the time. Don't even get me started on Hippowdon. Doesn't even give us anything. Terrible. So that's the Decidueye build. It's a very fun build, very overpowered because of all the healing. And if you're not getting any status conditions, you can just build up that damage over and over and over again and then Terrestrialize and do a ridiculous amount of damage, especially if you're on low health. If you want to check out another really strong build, click on screen right now. I'm going to put a Florges build right there, who actually has the best special defense in the entire game, as well as having high special attack as well. I'll catch you on the next one.